What up, Hoop Spaces? It's your boy JP. We are reacting to the All the Smoke episode that's coming out this Thursday. Just giving you a clip. This is Isiah Thomas, who's going to be the guest. He provides new insight into the relationship with Michael Jordan. As you know, MJ and Isiah Thomas have bad blood with each other since Michael Jordan's rookie year and everything. So this one is going to be very intriguing, and you know how Isiah Thomas is going to react and all that, because he's still very salty from the Last Dance documentary with Michael Jordan when he called Isiah Thomas an a-hole. So before getting into this reaction video, make sure you subscribe to Hoop Spaces for more basketball content and click the notification bell. You know when our next upload is on the road to 1K. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you like this video and definitely comment down below your thoughts on the MJ Isiah Thomas relationship. Do you think they ever going to amend? You think they ever going to have peace with each other? I don't think so, but we're going to talk more about it. Let's go and get into the clip.
We had Magic on the show at the end of December, and
yep, that was a great episode
your name
too.
Came up, and Magic was talking about what you and him went through, and how you guys were able to sit down and
facts
and patch it
definitely
up.
check out that.
By the way,
check that out. It was beautiful.
Big fans of that. But he also said he would like to see you and Mike patch it up. You called me after that, and we had a conversation on the phone about what was going. You care to share any of that?
Hey man, you know, I just want some people to be honest. I got no problem sitting down talking with anybody, right? And as you can see, you know, I'm
the open book.
I live with love, peace, truth, you know, honesty, courage. I stand on my square. I'm upright. You know, I'm independent, and I sit in any chair and I talk to anybody, right? But some people don't. They ain't been telling the truth, right? Now, anywhere, anytime, publicly. Don't call me behind the scenes apologizing or asking your friends to apologize, right? You got on national television and you call me an asshole, and then you said you hated me. You said that on national television.
He still won't let it go.
Now, if you didn't mean it, get on national television and apologize for it.
Michael Jordan meant everything.
Let it ride as it is.
Meant everything.
But so I called you, and that same day, you know who I called? I called Magic Johnson. Magic was on a plane. They was shooting a commercial in Atlanta. Him, Sam Jackson, everybody else. We were staying in the Four Seasons Hotel. We missed each other, right? Because he said he had to go, so he on the plane, right? I called him up. Magic didn't mention Michael Jordan. All right. So I'm still waiting. You know, everybody say this publicly, right? I'm do this. All right, well, I'm the type of guy, I sit here, I talk to you, It ain't a person in this United States of America that I'm not willing to sit down and have a conversation with and break bread with. But if you lying and throwing stones from behind the scenes, okay, that's you. But if you honest and you upright on your square, I'm willing to deal with it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, so that's all I know. Now, where do we go from here?
I mean, you told me something. See, you had family that had stayed with him at one point.
Absolutely. Hey, when Jordan first came to Chicago, first of all, we were fans of his, and to some extent, still fans of his. My family, his family, not only did they socialize, hang out, but as I said, you know, I had a little nephew that lived with him, and everybody's still cool, right? Ain't no hate for Jordan. We just want some realness, right? Just, you know, like I say, you got on national television. And ain't nobody nowhere has ever got on national television and called me an asshole, and then publicly said you hate me. I ain't heard that from you. I ain't heard that from you. I ain't heard that from no NBA player. And so and by the way, all them years that you supposedly hated me, you voted for me to be the president of your union.
Yeah, I seen a lot of pictures
That's
of
intriguing.
All-Star games and y'all laughing.
That is
joking. It didn't
intriguing.
look like hate.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, if that, now maybe you felt like that privately, and I didn't know. But now that I do know, and by the way, if you didn't mean it that way, then publicly say it. Don't privately say it. Magic, we don't need a private conversation. This man did this on national television, internationally. I have to answer this question, right? In every interview that I sit down and do. You asking me this question, right? So
Man, that's part of the media.
I'm the
They
one who's
always
looking
want
like,
to stir it up.
oh,
man.
why are you talking about Jordan? Why are you saying it?
Right.
Don't have to
When
bring
you
it up.
put that
though.
out there, and now you at home or on your golf course or doing whatever you do, and now I got to answer this BS question.
Because
So
they're asking
man
you.
enough, and you, if you meant it, leave it as it is. But if you didn't mean it, then come out and clean it up.
He ain't gonna
Same
clean
way
it
came
up.
out.
Same way it came out.
Nope.
With the same intensity.
You gotta respect that though.
That's
You
where I
gotta respect
stand.
that. I mean, because if the shoe was on foot, I know I've been disrespected a lot, but if somebody disrespected me on TV during the game, but also at the end of the game, they decided, you know what, I remember I said that, let me clear this up before we get off air. I gotta respect that. I can't hold it, I can't be mad at him no more because he corrected himself.
Hey, you said Magic and I sat down and squashed whatever we had going. Publicly.
Yep, that was beautiful.
Johnson apologized. He said, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
If I hurt you, when I hurt you,
Yep.
I didn't mean that.
They tilled up. It was beautiful.
I'm
Hug.
good with that.
Yeah.
I got to accept that. And we move on. But if you're going to let this linger out here in this basketball world, and you got everybody else talking, but you ain't saying nothing. Now, if you meant it,
Stand on it.
stand on it. But if you didn't mean it, clean it up.
Yeah, so I didn't know about the whole thing about, Mike putting Isaiah in and the president of the union and all that. That's very intriguing to me though. But knowing Michael Jordan, if he really do not like you, like Oakley says, if he doesn't like you, he's never going to talk to you or never going to like you again. That's just the type of person he is. Yeah, Michael Jordan is not a nice person at all. But Isiah Thomas is not no saint either, okay? So Michael Jordan's rookie year. So before even Michael Jordan came into the league, Isiah Thomas was doing his thing in Detroit. He came from Chicago. He's the best thing in Chicago in terms of basketball. You had Quinn Buckner at the time, Mark McGuire too as well. But he was the best guy in Chicago. Oh, Maurice Cheeks too as well. He was the best guy in Chicago. Like, he came from Chicago, his hometown. He was the best basketball player at that time. You just have to look at his highlights in Detroit. He was phenomenal. When Jordan came into the league, because Isiah thought he was going to be the hero for Chicago, but when Jordan came to the league and got drafted by Chicago in 1984, that one year that Michael Jordan did, for that one year that he did phenomenal, that rookie year when he was unbelievable. Everybody was like, oh man, this is a superhero. This is a guy that's going to save the franchise. And everybody turned on Isiah and went to Michael Jordan because he was going to be the hero. He was going to be the savior of Chicago. That's what made Isiah really upset because he thought he was going to be the hero of Chicago, but Jordan came in and then swooped all that up. Then the All-Star game in 1985, which really started it and everything. See, Michael Jordan, when you do something wrong in his eyes, he's going to look at you and like basically going to call you a butthole just because of that one particular incident and everything. Because Jordan's not that great. When there's people that could criticize him, he's not going to be your friend no more and all that. Just like when he's the owner of the Hornets, when Barkley criticized him that he was a bad owner. He was the greatest player of all time, but when he criticized him about being an owner and stuff, Jordan did not like that, and then they ruined that friendship and all that. So that's just the type of person Michael Jordan is. But the All-Star game in '85, there was like an alleged allegation that Isiah Thomas led like the East All-Stars to freeze out Michael Jordan's rookie year. And Michael Jordan went, I think, like two for 9 with 9 points or something like that. They allegedly freeze him out. Like, some people saying that he did, some people say he didn't. If you watch the video of the All-Star game, it doesn't seem like it and everything, but it really pissed off Michael Jordan, and he really took it personal. And then, like, that next game when they faced Detroit, he decided to guard Isiah Thomas and go right at Isiah Thomas in terms of scoring. Like, he was unbelievable. So they just kind of just had beef throughout the years. And then the Detroit Pistons were looking at the Celtics and Lakers as, like, the best teams that they want to be at that level and all that. Isiah wasn't really thinking about Mike as his competitor. He was thinking, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. He wants to be where they at and everything. Kevin McHale too as well. Want to be where they at. James Worthy, Kareem. He wants to be where they at. He wasn't really looking at Jordan as like the next guy that's coming up and all that. He wants to beat down Michael Jordan and all that. And I'll give Isiah Thomas a lot of credit and the Pistons a lot of credit. They're the only team that beat the Lakers, that beat the Celtics, and beat the Chicago Bulls right there when they had their reign and everything in the NBA. And no other team can really say that. And the Pistons feel really disrespected just because, like, it was the Magic Bird era, and then when Jordan came in, you're going to have the Jordan era that's going to come in the 90s and all that when he starts winning championships. So the Pistons felt disrespected because they felt left out because they were like the transitional team and all that, which not really goes well with Isiah Thomas, knowing that, he wants to get that accomplishment. He wants to get that credit. So, them being down Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen and just basically, doing the Jordan rules and all that, even though it was like a mental, but also a physical game too as well. Jordan did say that it really helped them get stronger in the weight room and be able to, not take much of the beating like he did and all that those 2 years, and kind of put the beating on the Detroit Pistons, which led them to sweep the Pistons in '91 in the Eastern Conference Finals and all that. And Isiah, instead of just shaking hands and said good game, they walked out. So that's another thing too as well with the bad blood with Isiah and Mike and all that. They walked out, they didn't even shake their hand and everything. And Isiah said it was because of a press conference that the Bulls had. Well, Michael, Scotty, Phil called them thugs and didn't really respect them as champions. They were like, the disrespectful champions, and they did not like that and all. So that kind of helped, with the whole, not shaking their hand in '91 and all that. But yeah, this been bad blood ever since then. Like, you could just see, like, Isiah, anytime that Jordan comes up and all that, he just feels some type of way about him and all that, Now, Jordan, did call him an a-hole in the documentary and everything. He really meant that. He really meant that because he does not like Isiah Thomas. I don't think them two is going to ever come to peace or cry or hug. They're never going to be the same again and all that. They have bad blood to this day. Like, Jordan don't even want to look at him. If you looked at the NBA 75th, when they did that ceremony and all that, when Isiah was talking to Magic, Jordan was just minding his own business, pretending that Isiah Thomas was not there. So yeah, it's just bad blood. And yeah, Isaiah's no saint, like I said, just because of just the type of person he was and all that, and just the competitor he was. He kind of rubbed like other teams and players the wrong way and all that. See, it's not just Michael Jordan that was saying all these bad things about Isiah Thomas and all that. Magic Johnson said bad things about Isiah Thomas because Isiah Thomas made a comment about the HIV and all that. Karl Malone didn't like Isiah Thomas. A lot of people did not really like Isiah Thomas at all. Bud didn't say anything. He was just more hurt because he did respect Isiah Thomas and praise his game, but he was just more hurt. He wasn't going to say anything bad about Isiah Thomas. So yeah, the handshake and just all that kind of led to MJ and them did not want Isiah Thomas on the dream team. He said, I will play on this dream team. If you let Isiah Thomas be on this dream team, which he should have been in the original dream team, then he would not play. So Isiah Thomas never got chosen for the dream team. And that really hurt Isiah and really pissed off Isiah Thomas. Yeah, like the family and all that dynamic, bringing in the family in. Yeah, they can be cool because that's family and all that. But them two, that's just bad blood in itself and all that. Steven Jackson, I know he does not like Mike and all that because of what Mike did to him and traded him away. So Steven feels some type of way about it and all that. But, Matt Barnes does a great job with the questions and all that. So shout out to them. Shout out to Steven. We would love to see Isiah and Michael Jordan make peace and become friends, but it's never going to happen. If there's one person that Michael Jordan need to apologize to, would be Charles Barkley, because Barkley was just only being critical of just him as an owner, never went a personal shot at him and all that. But Oakley did say something else happened that kind of ruined that friendship too. We don't really know what it is and all that, but I think Barkley's the only person that MJ needs to apologize to, but MJ would never do that. His pride and ego is not going to apologize to Charles Barkley though, so. But yeah, Isaiah's no saint, and Isiah will be taking shots here and there on Jordan too as well. So he's no perfect saint. He's acting like, he did nothing wrong. He did a lot of things wrong back in the day. He did a lot of things wrong. So he is not no saint and all that. You just look at the history between Jordan and Isiah and the Bulls and the Pistons, okay? Pippen don't have a great thing to say about Isiah Thomas, so. But yeah, just definitely comment down below and tell me your thoughts, of Isiah Thomas, comments about the MJ relationship and everything. Will they ever make amends and everything? Please let me know in the comments below. And subscribe to Who Spaces for more content. Click the notification bell. You know where our next upload is. If you like my analysis, my content, please check out my YouTube channel. It's just JP. Doing basketball reaction videos, and also check out JP Talk Celtics, where I talk Boston Celtics because I'm a Boston Celtics fan from the heart and everything. So please check that out. On the road to 1K. Make sure you like this video. At the end, I'm JP, and we out of here. Peace.